Hey guys, welcome back to XDA. Today I'm going to review for you two things that were sent to us from Poweradd. The first one is a 10,000 milliamp power bank. It has the ability of charging two things at the same time, has also a built-in flashlight. But the main benefit of this, and at least the main benefit that they're trying to sell for it, is that it has a built-in solar panel that's on the back of this unit. The other thing is a 14-watt solar power panel that was sent to us also from Poweradd, and it actually has the ability of charging using this built-in USB connector on the side. Unfortunately, no power bank built into this, but we're going to do a comparison between the two and let you know what I think at the end and which one should you get. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is the actual 14-watt power solar panel. You get two power panels, or two solar panels that are on this device. You have the USB connector with a power built-in regulator to help you prevent overcharging or undercharging of your device. The other thing you also get here is little loops that you're able to use to be able to charge or at least hang this when you want to get direct sunlight. The pouch here could be used in multiple ways. One of the main ways I found it useful was to house my cables in there when I'm charging devices. Or if my device is small enough, I'm able to put it in this pocket and cover it just to get it protection from the sun. But last but not least, as far as actual power output, this generates 5 watt, 2 amps of actual power at direct sunlight and peak. So as long as it's getting really good sunlight directly pointed to the sun, you're able to get about 2 amps out of this, and it'll be basically a fast charger for any of your tablets on the market. Once you fold this, at about a pound worth of weight, it actually is pretty nice, and it's actually pretty thin. You're able to put it almost anywhere that a regular size, medium-sized notebook would actually fit in your backpack. So this is the Apollo 2. I'm just going to go quick with the hardware spec as far as what we get. It's a 10,000 milliamp power bank. It has a solar panel that's on top that's rated to actually charge at 5 volts at 200 milliamps. So of course much less than what we've seen on the power solar panel, which is at charging directly from the sun, and it generates 14 watts and able to generate output solar charging of 5 volts at 2 amps. You do have an LED charging port here. You're able to push it and you get the power, you see that it's actually fully charged. You have 2 charging ports right here, both one at 2.1 amps and one at 1 amp, just to be able to charge regular devices and tablets, so also fast charging, and a built-in LED flash that you're able to use right there. So we're going to go ahead and go outside and I'll show you guys how the actual solar panel works on this. Now I'm not sure if you guys could see this, so I'm going to try to maybe shadow it and put it right here in the little focusing. But it's actually directly charging, and you see a blue indicator light that goes from right to left. The main benefit of this obviously is that it is a 10,000 milliamp power bank. You can use it at a later time. You do have the luxury of being able to basically try to top it off with the sun. Okay, so for this example, I took the 14-watt power solar panel here and I mounted it over one of my sheds to get the best amount of exposed sun here, right here in my house. And right now it's running about 4.91 volts right here on the meter they have on the top. And as I move my hand over it, it fluctuates, showing that depending on the sun exposure, it gets better or worse. It's 4.92. I haven't seen it hit 5 consistently. And I have it connected to my Note 3. So Note 3, I'm running an app called the Battery Charging Monitor. It's specifically made for the Note 3. And as I plug it in, it shows me about 900 mAh for the charging. It's a fast-paced charging connected, and it's running on directly to charge my device. Should be able to charge my device hopefully about 3.5 to 4 hours. So the current that we get directly from this solar panel is really compared to actually some of the fast-paced chargers on the market. Definitely works very well, and the main caveat though is the more sun I give it, the more battery it gives me better. And then if I obstrude some of the sun, or if it's indirect sun, it fluctuates and it shows in the meter here overall, and you'll be able to see it. So I had a couple of days to be able to test out both units. This actual 14-watt power solar panel is able to generate enough power to do a fast charge on your device. I was able to charge my Note 3 in about 4 hours direct sunlight. I made sure, of course, to put my Note 3 in a different area so that it doesn't actually get overheated or affected by the sun. But as long as you had good sun, this will work very well. One drawback, does not have a power bank built into it. So when you're using this, and if you're trying to use it in any situation outside of the sun, this becomes useless. But in an emergency situation, definitely worth the money. The next thing that we have here is the Apollo 2, the 10,000 milliamp power bank. As a power bank, this works amazingly well. It has 2 ports on the side, one for 2.1 and one for 1 amp, and a built-in flashlight. Where it doesn't really shine is essentially is the addition of the solar panel on the top. Unfortunately, it's such a small solar panel on the top that it doesn't have enough energy to charge it entirely in an entire day if you leave it in the sun. I did this where I left it in the sun an entire day, and yes, it was a cloudy day moving back and forth, but the main thing is it's blinking on one LED, which means it's empty. And I left it in the sun, and at the end of the day, it was still blinking. It didn't have enough charge to actually charge it. So as a final thought, I would say definitely between the two, the 14-watt solar power panel is the winner here, because it does provide the energy that it actually promises. And as long as you have enough sunlight, you're definitely able to charge up your devices. And this works great as long as you're using this as a power bank, but I would not necessarily use this for the solar panel built in on it. Again, different experience with different units, but this is my personal experience from running multiple tests over different days. So let me know what you guys think in the description. Have you had any experience with any other solar charging equipment out there? And if this is something that you can definitely use. Again, for an emergency purposes, this will definitely be a very good friend to you. Like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel, and as usual, I will see you guys soon.